Hey, we're live. There we go. Now people can hear. Welcome to another episode of 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons Tomb of Annihilation. Sorry for the technical difficulties and the reduced resolution. This should be remedied within the next few days. Until that time, hi everybody. And let's do some introductions. It's been a bit, at least it feels like it has been for me. It's been a couple weeks, hasn't it?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, feels like a few years. But let's do introductions. Down in the bottom right there is Kashcah.
About that. Hi, I'm Kashcah. I am DM for Tomb of Annihilation.
You're a little quiet.
Because the microphone's all the way over there. There we go.
All right.
Maybe that will help.
That's better. Thank you.
Okay.
All right. And yes, our magnanimous and glorious Dungeon Master Extraordinaire Kashcah. Not sucking up or anything. So
Ulfgar suddenly feels a pain in his chest.
Hey, come on, I'm being nice here. And then we'll start with me, and then work our way across this time. I'm Vallen. I will be playing as Ulfgar, Holderheck, a Dwarven Valor Bard, and a Divine Sorcerer multi-class. And next to me is Lyssa.
That's me. I'm Valia Bonesmasher, Barbarian, Lizardfolk Barbarian. I had to think about what I was because I didn't have a character sheet pulled up. And I eat things and smash all the smashy, all that stuff.
As you should.
And then I have Flippy, who is, I think, waiting somewhere because I keep forgetting to bring him with us.
He might not have been brought over on the map with us. I'm not sure, but.
Oh no, he was still with.
Yeah,
Aelia.
what's her name
Still with
upstairs?
Aelia or Arokh
no.
or something. Yeah.
The champion.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
She didn't want to go anywhere after.
Yep.
And then next to Lyssa is further that way is Kellisto.
I'm Kellisto of the Bear God clan, and I am a half-elf druid. I got nothing else. I'm not very exciting.
says the one who keeps on like getting everybody into a lot of trouble every now and then, and I'm just
Oh well, I am a bit of chaos, but
just a little bit, just enough.
Just a little, just a tiny little.
I'm a unique druid.
Yes,
Mm-hmm.
I would agree with that. And then further down past her is Nerevar.
That will be me, and I'm playing as Tobias Salazar, a Spacial summoner, and his eidolon Arokh Ironscale. Yeah, and a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so let's see if I can open up this quest log and read a little bit about what happened last time. And just as a little bit of backdrop, we are currently in what I believe is the Tomb of Annihilation, as we are regularly getting ourselves almost annihilated. Most of our party is possessed by some kind of spirit god.
Possessed is such a strong word.
Okay, symbiotically sharing our bodies with other gods that we have been releasing from imprisonment, their graves. I don't really know. Maybe we'll find out in time.
It's like Pokemon.
Gotta catch them all.
Yeah.
They seem to give us benefits as well as drawbacks. But last episode, the Throne Room, episode 67, in the Throne Room were a magical throne and a Minotaur skull adorned. It was a magical throne and a Minotaur skull adorned with the skin of its victims. Oh, the throne was. It was.
The throne was adorned.
Yes, adorned with a minute. I word bad when I was doing the notes. I'm sorry. But the Minotaur skull was adorning the throne with the skin of its victims, as well as small-sized skulls and non-magical staffs. Strangely, we found 3 secret rooms in that throne room itself. One led to Napaka's resting place in an exotic room where Lucanu stayed to watch over her. Lucanu being the champion that we had released previously from an enchanted mirror, until we completed our task. Then we wanted to move her to a non-evil resting ground. She wanted to move her king, queen, whatever her her leader, to a evil resting ground, which we're currently in. Or at least that's what we're all thinking it is, because it seems to be inhabited with undead. Another led to a spiral staircase, leading both up and down. The third was the floor crumbling away to an undead zombie spewing T-Rex that was triggered by the destruction of the husk painters that were previously in that room, and the skeleton key from Aelia's turning attempt. There was a lot of stuff going on. If you missed it all, just go back and you could find it on the Twitch reruns. They should be uploaded to YouTube soon. After defeating the T-Rex, though, and this is not the first zombified zombie spewing T-Rex we've run into so far, we ventured down the spiral stairway to an underground watery cavern with boats and massive building-sized gears. Continuing past, we came across a massive pentagon-shaped room with no visible doors, but it had a sprinkler in the middle. So we doubled back to a sloped tunnel that had a Juggernaut hidden at one end behind a wall, and a broken statue at the other, with an inscription that read, 3 I need, then 3 more. 3 more still opens the door. And that is where we left off, this being the large Pentagon room, this the boat area, the large gear buildings, and of course, we're all down here saying, hey, pull that lever, let's find out what happens with Juggernauts and stuff. Did I kind of get that, Kashcah?
Yeah, except there is no lever, so yeah.
Yeah. What was this? Oh, hold on a second. No snapping.
Yeah, there is no lever, but there is a torch sconce down there that is not lit.
That was it.
That's true.
Yep. And that's further away than I can use with a mage hand. Unless I'm like in this little corridor here or something. Let's actually do a little.
My lizard detective skills say if we light that, it might open it, but I'm at the end of this hallway along with you.
Yeah. Did we look behind the curtains? I did not.
Yes, you did look behind the curtains, and that's where you saw the statue. So the statue is a 6 foot tall statue of a leering 4-armed gargoyle. One of its arms is broken off and lies on the floor in front of it. Its hand is curled into a tight fist. The other three arms have their clawed hands open in such a way to suggest they're meant to hold something. And then carved into the wall above the statue is that riddle. The 3 I need, then 3 more still opens the door.
Well, it only needs 3 arms, right? But then 3 more? I 3 more what? I don't know. 3 more still. There was nothing in this other room at the end of the hallway that was discovered besides a Juggernaut just waiting in there, right?
That is correct.
And this entire room is sloped heading down.
That is also correct.
To the east. And yeah. Ulfgar looks over at Tobias.
Not buying it.
Says,
not buying it.
We could mend one of the arms for what good it might do. I'm not really sure. I mean, the parts are here, right? So we could try fixing it. See if that does anything, but maybe the 4th hand will open and we can see what's in it. What do you think? Because I can't exactly remember what we were all backing out of the hallway for, short of let's get out of the way of the Juggernaut in case it comes down here.
May I make an insight check to see if Ulfgar speaks? If he's not speaking out of his mind.
I don't think you need an insight check. But if you want to, feel free.
You know, it's just to be sure.
Just FYI, we backed out of the room so that you could pull the curtain.
Oh, okay. And that was what had happened, and then we saw that. Okay.
Oh, damn it.
So
to the best.
Ulfgar, are you feeling insight?
I'm feeling less sane than I have in the past, like previous days, since the inhabit happened, or the second inhabitant came in. But otherwise, feeling just fine.
Okay, there you go.
Just
Tobias.
always a bit indecisive since the inhabitant.
What was the riddle again?
I'm gonna go pick up the gargoyle.
What was the what?
The riddle.
Riddle.
It's just in chat if you scroll up a little bit.
I'll also put it there just so you have it.
Okay.
Oh, hey, look at that.
Okay.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick up that gargoyle arm on the floor.
Okay.
Don't eat that.
I just want to pick it up and look at it, and then I'm gonna use it to wave at Ulfgar. I'm like, look, I have an arm. I have an extra arm.
When you look at it, the fist doesn't look like it's closed completely, like tightly. It looks like it's closed around something.
What's in that fist?
You're not looking at it, sir.
She waved it at me.
Yeah. And there's it looks like it was closed around something, or there is something there.
It looks like it. Well, you can't tell. It is closed, right? Completely.
Oh,
closed.
it's closed. Okay, sorry,
But,
I
yeah,
misunderstood what you.
But it's like you know, like when you make a fist, like you can like see, you know, this is like there's something in there.
Okay.
So it's like it's holding a bee inside. You know, you don't want it to get out.
Right. I'm gonna bring it back over here. I'm gonna tell him, should I smash it? It looks like it's holding something.
Well, we could always put it back together as long as we've got the parts.
I just immediately smash it on the ground then, without him finishing his sentence.
As you do it, he says,
we can put it back together, buddy. Smash it against the wall.
But smash.
Okay.
Valia smash.
It's what she does.
So you kind of whack it against the wall. Make a strength check for me.
Ooh, ow.
Okay, so it like
Ding.
yeah, it kind of like scuffs some of the knuckles of the statue, you know, but doesn't do any particular damage to it.
I just kind of scoot my back, turn to Ulfgar, and look. I was like, yeah, it cracked open. I'm gonna try to smash it one more time.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So you chip some off, but it still isn't like breaking open.
Jeez.
Just look back over my shoulder. Don't you say anything.
Says, do you want me to hold it so you can hit it with your hammer? But then it might also smash what's in the hand.
Yeah, that's very true. Because I'll try one more time and see, and if it doesn't open it, we'll try something else.
Okay. Yep, still does not open.
This hand's tougher than I thought. Maybe it's magical. Who knows? Is there a spot on this? I'm gonna go back over here. Is there a spot on the gargoyle where it looks like it might fit?
Where the arm fits?
Or like the missing, yeah, like the missing spot, I guess.
Yep. There's like, there's like parts of an arm, you know, kind of up there.
Okay, I guess I'll line it up with that. I'm like, hey, does this look like it fits there? And it's like the fist is all like backwards, like it doesn't look right. Stick it on there.
100%. Perfect. Do you want me to try mending it there?
Yeah, let's mend it here and see what happens.
Alright, Restia, I'm gonna try mending this arm back on this statue and we'll see what happens. So just hold tight there. And he moves on down here. And says, no, you've got to twist it round. You've got it back to front. And then
I don't think he'll mind.
he starts trying to mend it.
Like, I could have just stuck it on his forehead.
Right. So how long does mending usually take? Like, is it an action? Or...
1 minute.
Okay. So you're mending.
Mending.
You do think, Valia, you do think if you kept going with like the whacking of the arm against something like the wall or the floor or something, that you would eventually kind of break it open.
Yeah, I figured as much. I just look at Ulfgar. I'm like, I could have just kept whacking this thing in the ground or the wall or your head, but I mean, it was taking too long.
Well, if you like, you can always, just take your hammer and smash it back off the statue when you're done.
This is true. I mean, really, I could just smash all the arms off the statue because these things are pretty scary when they come to life. I hope this doesn't make it come back to life.
Actually, I have a feeling secretly deep down that you do want it to come to life, just so you can smash it. And it not be unfeeling.
It's just true. It's never fun when there's no response when you hit something.
Okay. So the minute passes, and it does seem like the arm is reattached. You're not sure if it's quite as sturdy as it originally was, but it does seem to be holding.
There, finished. Do your thing. Come on, magic statue. Do I don't know what we're waiting for.
Yeah, nothing seems to be happening.
I asked Ulfgar, do you have a dagger on you? I mean, I have a spear.
You're asking Ulfgar?
Yes.
Do you want to arm it?
No, I'm not gonna arm it.
Strangely, he doesn't. Oh wait, no wait, he has one dagger.
Like, Tobias, let me borrow your sword.
It's been used as a crowbar in multiple situations. He does say, "Oh, I do have a dagger here. I forgot I had this." And
yeah, I'm like, I'm not gonna give it a weapon. I just want to pry this open.
Oh.
One of y'all want to give me one of your dagger / sword?
Isn't there something a bit more, I don't know, pry barish that you could use instead? He's like motioning to your spear or javelin.
I mean,
these bladed items, they're not really intended for that use, so therefore they're likely to just snap, just like that.
Well, his is magical, right? I think yours is magical. I pointed to Tobias. I said it shouldn't break.
See if I
just
actually
I'll pull out my spear. I'm like, fine, this is the nice one with the mithril tip on it. I probably just I just wanted to see what happened when we put the arm back on. So I'm gonna try to, I guess, pry this thing open if I can. Chip at it.
Ulfgar says, "Well, actually, let me try this," and he holds out his rapier. And he says, "Let me have a whack at it with this."
I'm gonna laugh if you break that arm back off.
And you just want to like take off the fingers on that thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right. So
maybe we should go and grab Kellisto because she is the strongest one.
Well, let me just have a stab at it first. Why don't the rest of you back off just in case that thing comes down the hallway again?
With pleasure.
And then he attacks with his adamantine rapier, which
I just stand here with my hands on my hip watching.
Which does critical hits against objects.
Okay.
So I don't know. Do you want me to roll the hit? Damage and stuff?
Yeah, please.
Okay. So there's that.
Okay, you hit it.
And then let me roll again because it's a crit. It's what, a 1d8? Okay. 1d8. So that's 14 points of piercing damage
Okay.
on the fingers.
So yeah, you take a kind of chip out of it. It looks like you're making some headway between the chip that was previously taken out by Valia, smacking it against the wall, and now your chip with the rapier. Yeah, I mean, this is solid stone. It's like, it's like granite or something.
All right. He said,
in the game of paper, rock, and scissors.
I don't know that installing the hand back on here was the best choice, because it doesn't seem to have achieved anything, and I'm just chipping away at fingers like you were with smacking it against the wall. But I can keep going.
I could break it back off and smack it against the wall some more. Maybe I'll just smack it on the gargoyle itself.
Well, I'm curious. There's one of them riddles. I'm terrible at these things, though. But it says 3 I need, then 3 more still. Opens the door. What? Do we really want to open that door at the end of the hallway, though?
I mean, I just want to see it go smash.
Well, it would likely smash this statue.
Now, how many of those gym things the weird guys with the skull thing? How many of those have we?
Skeleton keys.
Yes, thank you.
Skeleton
keys.
The
skull thing.
I've got 3. 4. I've got 4.
Is that how many total we have?
Yes. 'Cause I'm pretty sure he's got all of them.
Yep. That is correct.
But this gargoyle have only 4 arms.
Does it look like the arms can hold anything? The other ones that are currently
3 of them are
and
open hands.
The hands have
Their
are like sitting there, kind of like open,
Like, give me.
Mm-hmm.
Well, there are 6 torches down here. Maybe those are the 3 more and 3 more still. Or are those just sconces and like oil's lit in them or something?
Yeah, those are like sconces.
Yeah, they're just sconces. Yeah. Well, I tell you, the one at the end of the hall is not lit, but there's something in this gargoyle's hand, and I really don't. I can either go light the sconce, or we can call Kellisto, and I can ask her. I can command her to come break this.
I'm terrible at deciding what to do here. You make the call.
Okay. I'll walk down here. I'm like, Tobias, can you ask Kellisto to come break that hand? I'll be back, and I'm gonna keep going down.
Okay.
Kellisto, there are things to smash.
And Ulfgar stands into the hallway.
That's not my job. That's Valia's job.
Now is your job.
Fine. What do you want me to smash? What do you want me to smash? Because I wasn't there, so I didn't hear the whole conversation.
Here at the end of the hallway, there is a statue.
There's a curtain. I don't want to go behind the curtain. Bad things happen behind curtains.
Oh, the curtain should be open.
Oh,
I
okay.
opened, yeah.
Yeah, we pulled it aside.
Mm-hmm.
So you want me to smash all the arms?
Just the one that it's closed.
Just the closed fist.
All right, I will attempt to smash it with the.
Just wrench it off. It's not very well made.
Yeah.
Looking at it, you think you could give it a good kick, and the arm would, detach from where Ulfgar mended it.
Okay. What is the roll for that?
Strength. So
you have the mighty frog, by the way.
Yeah, apparently the frog is not doing well.
Froggy.
You kick it, right? And the arm does break off where Ulfgar had mended it.
Told you it was a shoddy job.
So now there's this big kind of clunk, 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 clunk. There's this stone arm hits the wall behind it and clatters to the floor.
I will go pick it up and basically just like a baseball bat, try to hit it against.
Okay. Yeah. All right. So you managed to take like another chip out of it. One of the fingers is looking a little like it's looking kind of weakened. Like you think a few more rolls like this from either yourself or Valia, you know.
I yelled down the hall and wave at Callisto. I said, "I'm down here. There's something in there."
I will try.
Okay.
I'll try again.
Yeah.
I'll try again.
I mean, eventually, right?
Hey!
Okay.
Work.
So, it's just this like almost deafening noise as like Callisto is smashing this arm
I'm just like
against.
clapping and jumping up and down. Smash it!
It's like echoing down the hallway, and so the first finger like of this fist, maybe it's the pinky, snaps off, and you can kind of see in the fist, and you see something big and red and sparkly inside this statue's hand.
Ooh. I think it's gems. I shout that down the hallway. And I smash it again.
Okay. So are you going to kind of keep going until the fingers are all gone? Like,
well, until it drops out.
okay. All right. So don't bother rolling, right? It's just going to take like a little bit of time, and you'll get there eventually. Valia, though, while Callisto is doing this, right? She's just like swinging this like it's a baseball bat against the wall. It's just absolutely deafening. But what are you up to at the other end?
I yell at Callisto, "Come down here! I'll help you! Or I can like this!" I wonder if she can hear me over the clang.
I probably can't. I'm just like, smash! Smash!
Callisto seems intent on smashing this.
Ulfgar's kind of giving you the like, go ahead, because you can't hear over the smashing.
I just shrug my shoulders and I'll I'll try to light that, and then I'll flatten myself against the wall.
Okay, so you light the candle. It seems to give off a slightly different light than the other ones.
Candle?
But nothing happens.
Wait, are these are all candles?
Yeah, they're like little candles inside these sconces on the wall. Like little candles of their own.
Doggone it. Getting my characters mixed up.
I'm gonna walk over here and I want to blow this one out.
You try to blow it out and nothing happens. The flame goes and then it's like
looks at you angrily with its little flamey arms crossed, going, "Ha!"
Ulfgar says, I think you need to work more on your cardiovascular, Valia.
I can't hear you over Callisto clanging stuff.
Yeah, Ulfgar, you can see his mouth moving, but all you hear is clang, clang.
Alright, I'm gonna walk back down the hall over here with Callisto.
Okay.
I'm yelling at her, "Any luck?"
Yeah.
How much longer do I have to clang this thing?
Yeah, you another finger breaks away. And you think like if you can see in there now, and that looks like a big ass ruby inside this fist. And you think if you wiggle it a bit, you'd be able to just like pop it out of the fist.
Wiggle it, just a little.
I turn around to look at Valia and I like hold out the thing and say, "Look! It's a ruby. Try to get it out."
Oh, treasure! I'll stick my claw in there while you're holding it, and I'll see if I can stick my 2 claws in there and try to wiggle it, wedge it.
Okay. Yeah.
That's you being very delicately dexterous. I like that. Critical strength!
The ruby. You guys are kind of
Ruby!
both looking like over this, and Valia takes her claw, like wedges it under there and pops this ruby out, and it like just pings out of this stone fist and whacks you in the face, Kellisto. And then kind of like hits the floor. And
Yeah, I'll reach down and pick it up. Sorry about that, but we got it. I'll hold it in my hand.
okay.
I take the arm and I just kind of fling it into the corner.
And
And I'm like, ooh, let me see.
And as you do that, as you're both you fling the arm away and Valia is scooping up this giant ruby, there's this kind of not big stone grinding noise, but there is a smallish stone grinding noise as the statue of the gargoyle kind of to your side there, its mouth opens like mummy style, and then it exhales all this gas. And,
Hold your breath!
and it fills kind of up to the first candle here. And I need a Constitution saving throw, please, from Valia and Kellisto. Alright, you guys are both fine. And
nice.
the other thing that happens is there is a larger stone crunching noise from this end of the hallway as this kind of wall raises up. And
here?
Yes, there.
Well, we got kind of what we wanted. We might want to leave out of here.
Alright, it says slides back. So the immediately, right, this thing is barreling towards you. So hang on 1 second, let me...
Ulfgar grabs Tobias and tries pulling him back.
I have this amusing picture to show you.
Hey!
They're like, show this to the players if you want. Okay, sure.
Why is the dwarf back? Why do they pick on dwarves in this?
Okay, so it moves.
I just yell. I'm like, we need to run.
Yep, because it is barreling towards you. So, make an athletics check to dive out of the way of this thing as it barrels towards you. Okay. So you're both just able to kind of get it, like Ulfgar, because this thing moves 50 feet around. So Ulfgar, you have Kellisto and Valia both like diving towards you. So you end up in this kind of like pile of people, just like all in this spot, like just. And
fair enough.
And the Juggernaut continues until it reaches the statue. Then it slams into the statue and stops.
Oh, it stopped at the statue. It didn't destroy
Do we
it.
get to fall on top of Ulfgar? Because that'd be really hilarious.
Yeah, totally. It is just like. It's like Ulfgar's at the bottom. Like, you know that scene in The Hobbit where the Goblin King lands on? That's like Ulfgar at the bottom of the pile.
I would like to fart.
Charming as always.
Very charismatic fart.
Well, that was uneventful.
Get off of me! It's gone past. It's not coming back up that slant.
Or is it?
No, it's not.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we got what we were after. But
did?
Look, we got a pretty ruby, and that thing was spewing gas, and...
Is that Ruby the Soulmonger? Because that's what we're after.
I look at the ruby, I'm like, it just looks like a ruby.
Nah, then we didn't get what we're after. That's just a nice side quest.
Wow, man.
So what do you think about that whole 3+3 thing? plus 3. Did we just mess that
Maybe
up?
we have to pull this thing back and then let it go. You know, kind of like one of those wooden cars where you pull it back and it goes.
I've never heard of
Or
that.
cars, wooden carts. I should say. Let me add a TS to that. Sorry.
Carts. Wooden carts where you pull them back and let them go? What kind of games do you play in the Lizardfolk encampments?
I've been to a lot of cities.
Right. Okay. No, we did see the dino races, so that's a... Anyway. Well. Yeah. Has anything changed at the other end with this thing now that it's opened?
I don't know. Let's, Callisto, you want to go check it out with me?
Sure.
I'm staying
We're
here
gonna
in
go
the
down
hallway.
here and look.
I just don't trust this thing.
Okay. Let me look. I just want to make sure I haven't missed anything because I don't think there is anything back there.
It looks like an actual torch back there, though.
If I remember right, when Callisto went in, there was nothing like other than that thing in there.
Well, it was
But,
kind of taking up the whole space, so I just didn't know if it uncovered a opening in the floor or...
The floor looks like a skull.
I think that's the Juggernaut.
Yeah, I think that was supposed to represent the Juggernaut. Yep, that looks like. Yeah, I mean, there's nothing else there.
Okay, so we'll come back and be like, nope, just a room. Got that big cart set in. I'm gonna go down here. Can we look around or squeeze by it or anything?
Yeah.
Maybe it was damaged enough. Maybe there was hidden hidden compartment.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Maybe.
Sorry, I cannot English today. So.
You're like words so hard today.
Yeah, and the cough like. Sorry.
And so yeah, it looks like it's kind of weird, right? The one weird thing is that you would have expected that statue to be kind of squashed by this Juggernaut, but it's actually kind of undamaged and seems to have stopped the Juggernaut. Instead of the other way around. So that's like the only weird thing that you know.
I was talking about Juggernaut. If it was damaged.
Yeah, the Juggernaut's kind of a bit dented at the front.
This Juggernaut's made out of cheap material. Apparently that statue's worth more than we
stone,
think.
but,
It's got a gargoyle shaped indentation in it now.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, maybe we can still fulfill its 3+3+3 quest.
I don't know, but I don't want to get any more closer to it because it was spewing gas earlier, so I'm gonna back up a little bit.
Aye.
Yeah. And lighting that candle down at the end of the hall didn't do anything. It just made it. It's just a really weird color compared to the other ones. So.
It is? That's strange. Why would it be a different color?
I just shrugged my shoulders. Different candle. New candle. Who's this?
Is this why you tried blowing out the other ones?
Yes. I figured maybe it had something to do with those, but those they don't go out.
Did you try putting the one out that you just lit?
No, actually I didn't. Before I walk down there, I'm gonna spit on this one in front. I'm like, see? Doesn't go out. And I just kind of walk down the hall.
That's gross.
I just laugh. And I'll try to blow this one back out, see if it'll actually...
Yeah, that one you can blow out.
Yeah, this is just a regular candle down here.
Well, might as well keep it lit. You never know. Actually, no, let's leave it unlit. No, maybe you should light it. I don't know. You figure that out.
I just stand there with my arms crossed and tapping my foot on with one of my claws on my toe.
I'd say listen to the lady. After Callisto said to light it.
Yeah, what if we have to light like a whole bunch all over the place? At least one of them would be done.
It's true, I guess. I'll relight it and walk back over here to the beginning of the hallway. I'm like, well, nothing else to see here, folks.
Let's go to the room with the grass. I miss grass.
That room was scary.
That was moss.
Oh, was
Yeah.
it? Well, it's still nature stuff.
It was gassy.
It's gassy.
Fair enough. We didn't
Just
really
point out Ulfgar. He'll fit in there just fine.
we didn't really give it much of a look, but yeah. So let's go give that a look. See, shall we?
Yeah, we backed out because it was gassy looking.
Right.
And there was a sprinkler in the middle of it.
Yeah, so it's kind of stinky. It's more stinky than gassy.
Yeah.
So here, let me read the description again. A pungent stench fills this pentagonal room, the walls of which are covered with riveted iron sheets. A wild garden full of sickly plants and rotting compost takes up most of the interior. A narrow path hugs the walls between the two exits. Jutting from the middle of the garden, a 6-foot-tall rusty sprinkler. In the ceiling above the sprinkler, a 10-foot wide shaft leads straight up.
Forgive me, you said 2 exits.
Yeah, you can't see the other exit from where you are.
I enter the room.
Okay. So that's it's just right there.
That right there?
Right there. Yeah.
Oh, there's another doorway through here. And he walks just right up to it. Have a look-see.
Okay. Yeah, I mean nothing particular happens with the vegetation. It is kind of stinky. Smells bad. But
smell bad.
and it looks kind of like it's not in the best. It's not like a lush kind of green vegetation. The plants look like there's something wrong with them, like they're not quite right. But on the other side, you see more completely frustrating rooms to unveil. I guess like how far are you? So you're just kind of looking from there?
Yeah.
Okay, so you see like this kind of, I don't know. You know, you can see into the room, and what you see there is again kind of looks like the walls are covered with riveted sheets of iron. It has a pockmarked stone floor. And there's a big puddle of grey slime in the middle of it. It's kind of tough for you to see like much else without taking a closer look.
There's a whole nother room in here. Through this passage here. And I only just noticed that there's an opening above here. Anybody remember from the previous area where this might have come through? Or do you think this is where the bats came up?
Bats?
Remember when
No, I'm like
when Kellisto electrocuted the poor little buggers when they came up out the stone mouth? Do you think this is where they came up from?
I highly doubt it.
Smells like it.
I just say the predator and prey boats back in the beginning look a lot. They're looking better and better than this.
You know, actually, I have to admit, I screwed something up with that. I was thinking about that quite a lot and realizing that, like, this bit here is actually like a little bridge, right? And underneath it, you would be able to see like underneath here. So you would have seen that, like, here.
I didn't see where you were pinging. Was
like
it here? Oh, this is all a bridge across here. Oh,
yeah.
okay.
So you would have been able to see that the water kind of continued on further when you were standing over there. So sorry, I messed that up.
I'll walk over and inspect this little area. Just look around.
Okay.
Smelly moss.
Yep, it's definitely stinky moss. Yeah, I mean the sprinkler is like a rusty kind of pipe coming up from the floor. You can't quite see where it's coming from because it is kind of buried under like moss and vegetation. But the top of it does look like it just kind of spins around based on the pressure of whatever liquid is pumped from there.
I'll holler at Ulfgar. Hey, Ulfgar, can you press to whatever that thing is you clean things with? Can you clean this thing?
I don't know. Can I clean that thing, or is it not applied by something like that?
You'd have to give it a try to. I mean, it looks like it's rusty. Do you think your spell could remove rust?
No.
I'm just like picking moss off of it.
Okay.
You seem to be doing a fine job.
So, when I come in there, I think I want to try to. So I know it's a man-made structure, but there's nature in there. So I was gonna try to commune with nature.
Okay.
That's funny because as you're doing that, Ulfgar says, "Hey, I've got one of these scrolls here that says commune with nature on it. When I read it, this seems like something more along your lines here." And he holds it over to Kellisto because that's what I was looking up just then. And he's like, "I'm not really that familiar with it, but you could use this instead, tapping into your own powers."
I could do that. Let me pull up what it looks.
Okay, so he hands you a spell scroll of commune with nature, and I will remove that.
All right, so it basically gives me 300 feet radius to find out if there's anything like any powerful undead in the area, safe drinking water.
You instantly get 3 facts of your choice about the following subjects as they relate. Okay, so what 3 facts would you like to know?
I would like to know if there is any undead within
the area.
Within the area. Yes. You get an answer that there is one to the west.
So I say it out loud. I'm like, there's undead to the west. Well, one undead to the west.
Aelia comes in.
45 feet from you.
45 feet from me.
Okay. Let's see what we can do with this.
Are there any other I guess enemy type creatures within this 300 feet?
Hang on.
Ulfgar says, "That's strange, because the only thing I see in that room there, which is to the west, I think you said, is some kind of giant grey ooze."
So
It's probably in the ooze.
Gelatinous cube.
1 second, let me find.
Aelia's like, "That's no ooze."
Let's see, what does it say? So instantly 3 facts. Okay. Okay. So there is a large creature, a large unnatural creature to kind of your northeast. It is about 100 feet away.
I also state that.
That's quite a ways. Yeah. Longer than I can draw on the map. Let's do zoom. Oh my gosh. I can't zoom out any further. There we go. Zoom. 100 feet. Northeast-ish, somewhere up here. That's a good distance. Zoom back in.
Okay. And your third fact?
Is the water safe to drink
Hmm.
that's
Yes.
out there? All right, that's it.
Okay. Cool. That's
And as
awesome.
I got these things, I repeated them out loud for everyone.
Okay.
Right. Which is why Ulfgar is currently kind of like convincing Aelia not to go charging into the next room that may contain an undead.
Let me revive. No, never mind. I will.
Okay.
Okay. All right.
I'm just gonna continue cleaning this fountain.
Okay. Yeah, so you get all of the kind of decay off it, all the moss and vegetation that's grown around it. Seems to all be cleared off. It is still a bit rusty, but not, seems like it would still work.
I was like, maybe this will work, and maybe this will. It'll help this grow stuff in here grow. I don't know how I can get it to work though. Anybody know anything about fountains?
No.
I'm just gonna tinker around with it and see if I can get it working.
Okay. Right, so you tinker with it, and you think that the water would need to be kind of pumped up from wherever the source is in order for it to, the sprinkler to actually function. But you get like a good understanding of how the top works. It does look like it just works off pressure, and you tinker around with it and look at it, and it actually looks like it has worked recently. The inside of the head where the water would kind of flow through looks all in good working order. Like it has worked recently. It just doesn't seem to have it's like the faucet isn't turned on,
Yep. I'll tell everybody all that information. Well, maybe we could figure out a way to turn this on sometime. Anyway, you said there was undead over here?
Yes.
Yes.
That doesn't look good in there.
No, it doesn't. There's some giant pile of ooze in the middle there.
Okay, can I walk up to the edge right here? And I'm gonna light a torch and throw it inside.
Okay. So you chuck a torch in, and you do get kind of a wider view. Walking up to the edge, you can see like this. And you think you see something kind of swaying a little bit, right here, just out the corner of your eye. Something in the shadows looks like it's kind of swaying. In the darkness.
Is there a gap right here, like we'd have to jump over?
Yeah, but it's just a couple, maybe even just a foot, So, but you can see kind of in between this gap, the water kind of rippling below.
There might be something off to the left of this room if we go in. Like a Ulfgar, can your legs cross this, buddy? I mean, it's just a step for me, but
He crossed the same thing to get into the other rooms, right? So
yeah.
I just laugh at it. I just pat him on the shoulder. Like, well, I mean, I can go in and maybe lure this thing back.
And you do see as well, by the way, it looks like there's another exit over there. You definitely have line of sight for that.
Yeah, I can go in and see what that thing is over here on the side, but I don't want to touch that gross stuff in that ooze. What if that stuff starts moving? Then we're gonna have a problem.
Aelia says, well, if it's undead, we should kill it.
I just shake my head. I'm gonna just step across, right in the entrance.
Okay. So you
look for whatever's over here.
Yep, you get line of sight now. To the guy with the weird hat.
I'm just like, figures. I'm like, well, we got another one of those weird guys with the triangles, right? Those weird guys with the thing in their head that you have, the key, skeleton key.
Yep, they've been actually different shapes as you've been going through, and they've been have had a different kind of shape, noggin, and this one looks like it's an octagon.
Okay, I yell back. We have another one of the skeleton key guys, but you know, as in our experience, they don't come to you exactly. They kind of run from you, and that means he's probably gonna run straight for that goo. I'm not thrilled about that.
Cut off any exits he might have as fast as you can, and then we'll all drop on him.
But the goo. I have to run across to the goo.
Go round the goo.
What's on this side?
Yep, so this is just more room. So you do see, actually, sorry, I should give you a better description of this room now that you're kind of stepping into it. There are kind of murals on the wall. That's what these 5 frames are depicting. So they are, looks like they're pictures of dragons.
They're 5 different colors of dragon.
And now that you're kind of stepping into it as well, it smells like battery acid in here. Not that you like know what a battery is, but you know what I mean. It smells like
acid. We know what acid smells like. But, I'm like, oh, it smells bad in here, and I don't think that goo is safe.
Don't go in the goo then.
Don't go in the goo. This is like a good general rule in life, I think.
I'm gonna step around, like I'm just gonna hug like as much of this edge as I can.
Okay.
I keep it in. Hopefully this thing doesn't.
Alright.
Trying not to step anywhere near this pile.
So the skeleton key kind of sees you moving, right? And bad. And starts running, right? And it is running in this direction.
Shoot, I'm yell, Ulfgar, it's running away.
He shoots it with his flame finger.
Flame finger.
Because he's jumping across and trying to get in the room after seeing it. He's gonna move forward and try shooting it.
Okay.
Like he always has.
Alright, flame finger, go.
Flame finger. Where is it? Firebolt. There we go. 16, does that hit?
Yes, that does hit.
That is 15 fire damage.
Okay. Hang on one sec, let me make sure. Yeah.
I would say quick lasso it, but we've used all our rope the last time. Jumping across.
15 fire damage, really? Jesus.
Yep.
What have I done? Yeah, the flames just engulf the skeleton, and it kind of like clacks its jaws wildly as